Alright. Bye, house. See you in a bit over 3 months. And I might be back sooner, but see you when I see you. Let's go. Well, I'm going to my sister first to say hi. It lives like 20 minutes south, so I figured I'd just say bye before I continue down. So, I made it all the way down, or not all the way. I made it to the south of Sweden. I know I could have driven further, but I started driving late. Now it's getting dark, and I haven't understood how my headlights work yet. It should be simple, but it wasn't simple. Anyway, I'm at the seashore. I found this parking thanks to the app Stay Free? I can't remember. And what are the odds? When I arrive here, I see a sign, a permanent sign, not just any sign someone's put there, and it says, parking not allowed the 22nd of August. I mean, what are the odds of all the days you have in a year? Because I don't want to drive anywhere else. And besides, as long as I can make it 2 hours and 45 minutes without getting fined, I'm good to go, because then it's the 23rd the next day. There's lights you see over there. I believe that might be Denmark. Good night for now. A bit hard to talk with bread in my mouth, but...
I'm thinking I'm gonna have breakfast, and as soon as the sun comes out, a little bit, go outside the van, hoping there are no spiders around, and just take a walk, since it was dark when I arrived here.
Okay, so this is where I ended up. Oh, nice, you can see the bridge. I think it might be the longest bridge in Sweden, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it was like 16 kilometers. Take you straight across to Denmark. That's Denmark. Is that turning torso? I suppose it is. A lot of bird creatures. Seals, maybe? I don't know. Nice. This beach is full of flintstone. Not that maybe people care about flintstone, but I remember being obsessed with flintstone when I was like 10, 11. I've always wondered where you find these sharp, pointy glass stones. I guess I know the answer now. I kind of want to bring these with me, but at the same time, what am I going to do with them and where do I put them? Ooh, making our way to the border, over the bridge to get to Denmark. Just past the borders, they're behind us. Well, not borders, but the toll. I'll soon pass the border, or the sign where it says Denmark. Just one of those days where you have lots of gigabytes left, but for some reason you haven't got any connection, and you're like somewhere in Denmark and you can't really take the cross-country roads down to Germany because you don't know the cross-country road way. So I guess I'll just like wait for Wi-Fi to come back. I should be able to surf in other countries. I checked with the with the Wi-Fi. Lovely. Finally, lunch, a late one, because I was trying to prepare it and I thought, oh, it would be so nice just to have it outdoors here. Then I folded up my table and put stuff there, went down to put the things back in the fridge, hit my head on the table on the way up, but my food went flying, like my cottage cheese and yeah, stuff fell on my fridge and on my floor, so I had to wipe that up. And then I did it again. I didn't repeat the same mistake, but I prepared it all again. Then I went outdoors to fry the eggs. And then I forgot how my cooker worked for a split second, so I just accidentally squirted out lots of this butane gas on my plastic box down there. So I got lots of ice, but almost filled up because it was apparently cold. When I opened the window, a fly flew in, and now I've got a fly in the van. Next time I'm doing it indoors. Of course something breaks, why wouldn't it? For no reason, when I unlock the door. Okay. What about this one? What if I open it? What's going on? Okay, it stopped. I think it might have been because I locked that door from the inside and then tried to open this door, and then I'm not sure this will make sense, but they interfered with each other because of the order I locked it in. Somewhere in Denmark. Just a quick look. Okay, so we made it on to the ferry to take us to Germany. So I thought I'd be confused how to do things, but it was a bit less confusing than I thought because the people that work here kind of instructed where to go. I think I have to get out of the car and go onto the actual deck or inside the ferry. Yeah. Just how on earth am I supposed to find my parking later? C5 18?
Smoking is allowed to be outside smoking area. Please.
I was thinking about trying it, like just paying 20 kroners or €2 and just playing it once, trying to win the iPad, which would probably be impossible, but I was going to try it anyway. But then I couldn't because I didn't have any cash on me apart from euros, but they only take Swedish and Danish SEK. And that concludes the ferry ride, pretty much. People are getting back into the vans, and quite a few here. Vans and cars. So we have arrived at the place we're going to stay tonight. Looks fairly pretty. Plenty of vans and cars. I'm not sure if I have to pay €10 or not. I didn't see anywhere to pay, but I think I read online you have to pay. I guess I'll just explore a little bit around. Parking itself might be free, but it might cost €10 to use the showers and stuff. It said like you need a Euro key. I don't know where to get Euro key, but I'm not sure if I want one either because there were these big, like the body of the spider was that big. Tons and tons of them right outside the facility, and plenty inside. I'd pay €10 to not have to go in there. This is rather quite a bizarre place. I've seen lots of those big spiders now all over this place. I'm debating whether or not this is a good place to stay, because if they thrive here in the nature as well, like trees, who knows, they might put into my wing mirrors and I'll never be rid of them. I thought Swedish spiders were bad. These are like at least 20% bigger, or 30. At least it's got fairly cool things to look at. the water's high here. Usually yogurt. I'll try again. Oh. Damn, morning voice. Oh. Syrup, muesli, yogurt juice. Maybe next time. Damn it. Man maintenance. Also, I scratched myself. Was sitting down and then I stood up quickly and scraped my corner into there. It started off as a bruise and then I saw some blood and then it looked a bit bruised and then it hurt. Went to some shop called... I can't even see the name anymore. Family... Well, if I were to say it in a German accent, I'm part of my German now, but... Famila. No, I don't know how to speak German. Okay. Famila, anyway. Familia. And I used the little German I knew, which is just basically hi, thanks, and no. Don't even know how to say goodbye. That's a bit silly, really, considering I'll probably be staying here a few days. Maybe I should learn how to say bye at least. In any case, got rubbers, so that's in place now, a bit better. I also got paper bowls, if that's what you can call those things, plates and cups. So if I'm off grid or don't have water, I can use that. I still have to wash this somehow. I've only got like 10 litres of water now. I filled up with a few of those, but that's an expensive way of doing it. So I think I'll try to just head more and more south and hope to find some free water. Yeah, like outdoor taps. I couldn't find a lake that wasn't either private or cost or had parking spaces for a big van close by, so I kind of just searched around a big lake for not official parking places, and I found some little place where I could pull over and, well, perhaps swim. Depends if the water looks clean enough, I'm not sure. No signs of like pollution, as in signs being put up. So, it's not too cold. Quick dip, followed by, well, not washing my dishes here because I don't think it's that clean, but a good rinse off, so hopefully I can just like soap them up and just give them a quick rinse with the little water I have left later. Praying it won't be too cold. I was about to say it's absolutely freezing, but it's not that bad. At least not on the feet. That's the dishes done. Well, not done. Rinsed. I got the bigger, more important things washed, but these only rinsed in the lake. They still need washing, but I haven't got any more water except for my bottle of drinking water. I'm making a toasty for lunch. Yay, my van started making weird noises when I turn. Squeaky. Great. I just drove, Jesus. I just drove 3 hot, sweaty hours, thinking I'd get to this really nice place where I could stay with a lake and even several places around where you can get like water and stuff. And a place to stay all night. That would cost €8, so, but still. But of course, what do I run into? All I can't even talk. All parkings are taken. There aren't very many, and every single little street, every last one says, "Don't stop here. You can't park here." With these big X's. And not sure if I'm allowed to stay where I've stayed, but I have to stop because all this driving around it really slowly has caused my engine to get really hot, so I have to stop. I have to drive fast, or at least over 30-40 kilometers an hour for the engine not to overheat. Well, I went to a new place, €15 to stay here. At least it's safe and, well, they have showers and fresh water. Cost extra to use them, but only a few cents. So it's not like trouble money-wise, it's just trouble having the cash-wise. I only have like notes. I didn't expect to need coins, but I guess I'll get more coins as I recycle my bottles. I didn't realise Germany also had that. At least that's what I think they're called. Like wheat berries, but oats with tinned mackerel. Hot as hell per usual. I guess I can consider myself to be sort of in the centre of Germany. South part of a town or city called Bielefeld. So I'm not sure if I'll reach France or the Netherlands or anything like that today. I don't think I'm going to go into the Netherlands because the petrol prices are a bit higher there. Possibly Belgium or Luxembourg. In that case, tomorrow most likely. Since when it says hot, driving even 1 hour or 2 hours is kind of unbearable. Maybe it's because I haven't got a working AC and I have to have the windows down, but then I can smell all the oil and diesel from the lorries driving past on the motorways, because there are plenty of those. And driving when it's warm also makes you drowsy, so it's like not a good idea to go on the road for too long. It has to be like an hour or two here, an hour to there. I stopped by another familia. This is German after all. I don't know, how would they pronounce that? Oh, German. Familia. And I'm gonna get some type of grease for the steering wheel. I'm also gonna get a few screws so I can put this thing up. Bye. Whee. This place is kind of cool. I would film around, but I feel very rude when I film up like random people, so I don't like doing that. Something I have noticed is the fact that all these German shops seem to have quite a lot of neatness to them. It's tidy and the rows are visible, like it looks very square and blocky like that. Just the way I like it. I mean, well, I found this nice place anyway, and there was a sign saying, "Don't swim in danger, swimming prohibited." You're allowed to go use a boat and so on, but I saw lots of people swimming close by, so I jumped in as well because I didn't see any danger. I asked them, and according to them, it's not a danger, but more that there's no one watching over here, so if you die, you aren't found. That's how I understood it. So swim at your own risk kind of a thing, and therefore it's illegal, but everybody does it apparently. Time to make some late lunch. Super warm as usual. Cold oat milk with cornflakes, tuna and a fan in my face, because cooking pasta would be way too warm, like the cooking of it. This should do the trick. Okay, now. New place with a lake. Okay. I wonder if I can get in and swim here. It's supposed to be waterproof, but I'm trying to keep it above the water level anyway. It's my favourite camping base I've found so far. I'm quite content now. If I own a place for free, there are the vans here, there are maybe a few campers, a few surfers and quite a few cars. If it weren't for the fact that I want to get somewhere, you know, to Spain, and not spend too many days just in the same country, I would have definitely stayed here another night just because of the lake. So I unscrewed part of my steering wheel, thinking I would, or the cover, thinking I would grease it up. And I undid the second screw, and as I just reached the point where it would let go, it, instead of coming out, it shot itself really hard back in, somehow, going straight through the hole, I guess, and went into the system here and disappeared for good. So I guess I can't screw that back on properly, because the screw was able to go the wrong way somehow, even though I was screwing it outwards. So yeah, it's a bit difficult knowing what to do when things bend the laws of physics. I suppose I have duct tape. Oh, bollocks. Somewhere lost in Luxembourg, not quite, but just trying to find a souvenir shop. So far, I mean, I'm sure nice, cute houses, but so far I haven't been able to find anything. Now I drove through Luxembourg quite quickly because it's a small country, but also because I wanted to get to Spain quite soon. The one thing I noticed, at least in the parts I did visit, it has a very specific style, very alley. Oh, quite pretty. I apologise for the lack of footage, but I forgot to film. There'll be more to see in France. France! I got Francified. I'll rephrase that sentence. I entered France. Yeah, I've just stopped by some big parking place for anybody who's on the motorway. I have taken the motorway quite a bit now just to get down to a certain lake, mountain area in mind.
Dentro de 300 metros. En la rotonda.
I'm at this place where it's basically someone's garden or land. It's not really a camping site, but it's a private campsite out in the woods, sort of. Paid like €7 to stay here. The plan for today is to definitely find a laundrette so I can wash my laundry and hopefully wash my dishes, because I've got quite a bit now down there and in my sink. This was the town I was staying in, except I was kind of out in the bushy, foresty area. Oh, more damage. Stopped for lunch, reached a cute little town. I'll film a bit more later. Gonna eat first. France has, at least if you don't drive on the motorways, has billions and billions, it seems, of these towns in this style, with these weird roots growing all over the houses or wherever they are. It's quite nice, cool, different from Sweden. Oh, they're quite a cool place. was driving along and then I suddenly had to pull over really quick because I saw a nice place with a river. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to swim here though because, I mean, I'm sure I'm allowed, but couldn't really because there were people there fishing and having a nice family time, taking up all the space. So I can't really just jump in the water when they're there trying to fish. Besides, don't want a hook in my foot, do I? A few other people camping here it seems, but this is not my destination. I've got about 2 hours and 45 minutes ahead of me. It's way too early in the day to settle down yet. Yeah, this water looks very clean actually. Nice. Maybe just a quick dip. Got my trunks with me. Lunch somewhere in some quite nice park alongside the motorway in France. I'm about 4.5 hours drive from Spain, hoping to make it there today, and if not, then tomorrow. Finally I was able to find somewhere to stop so I could film this. I'm afraid I missed the best parts. A huge bridge with I can't really explain that, but I missed the best parts, I'm afraid. Most of the stuff is behind all these bushes. Dang.
Hacia el norte.
Oh, too bad. I swear, it was really cool. Border, so to speak, the natural border between Spain and France. Good morning. In one way, I want to go out and explore a little bit around this mountain area that I arrived at yesterday. But at the same time, I don't quite dare because, which might sound a bit silly, but I was walking outside taking a few photos and I looked down and I realised it's a dead snake just laying by my feet, and I looked at another place and there was another one. I'm not sure if they were dead and dried up or if they were sleeping or what. And they weren't that big, but I just thought, I don't know what type of snake it is, so I don't know if it might, like, snap at you, bite your ankle, and what if it's poisonous, I have no idea, so... And also, when I was driving up here, I saw a fox. And although foxes aren't evil, a wild fox might have some disease, like I don't know, rabies or something. And if you get bit by one of those, it just feels like life might not be as easy. We're in a local supermarket in the town closest to the mountain place where I stayed, and I have to admit, it smells of Spain. It's got a very particular smell. Well, there are a few different types of smells, but this is one of the Spanish smells. You know, look, oat milk and also our stamp. Yeah. Here I was on my way to a nice place in nature, and it turned out it was one of the nicest places I visited. Well, the little place I was going to, well, you couldn't park there. They said parking's 800 metres up the road, so I drove back there. I was met by some girl that said, young lady, asked if I was going to such a place, and I said yes. And she was one of the people working there, kind of guarding cars, and I'm not sure if it's like an official thing or what, but they have their own website anyway, so you pay €6 to the website and they watch your car, and then you walk down, follow the signs and go to the place. So I guess I'll be in a quarter of an hour. I only have until 2 o'clock, and now it's like, well, by the time I get there it's going to be 12, so I'll only have like 1.5 hours because I need half an hour to get back, even though it might only take 20 minutes to walk back. I want the extra time, just in case. Well, slowly transitioning into the deep woods. God, I just hope there aren't any tarantulas here. I don't know all the different kinds of tree crawlers and species they have in this region of Spain. I can hear the waterfalls! Oh yeah. It's like suddenly those worries about the van being robbed by that actual god, or supposed god, have kind of decreased, because waterfall. Seriously, the worry is still there a bit, but oops, almost dropped my phone. Nearly there. Just have to figure out how to get to it. Time to farewell this beautiful natural wonder and go back. Jesus, these steps are big. Let's go. I had to find the source. Now we're at the top instead. I don't know where the water's coming from, but yeah, neat. So quiet at times, but nice, especially when I was at the place. I was far enough away from the road not to hear it, and I was far enough away from the waterfalls and the people to hear them. It was just complete silence earlier then. It's kind of nice. From nature and quietness with a lake or river or stream, whatever you want to call it, to Barcelona, and Barcelona and and the beach and people. Let's have a dip, shall we? See how warm it is or cold. Well, dear followers, we are about 50 minutes, I'm just estimating, but I think about 50 minutes south of Barcelona, and we're at some campsite, sort of. I wasn't quite sure where to park. I tried to find free spaces, but being right by the coast and also being by the town, city areas, in order to be safe, a campsite was kind of necessary. Besides, I had to fill up my water, wash my dishes and stuff like that. I just broke down for some reason. I was driving along and suddenly I just heard some weird noise go rucky, and the whole van started shaking for no reason, and there's this smoke coming out. It was hard to steer suddenly, so I steered towards the side. I don't know what happened. Can't see any smoke anymore. The oil lamp was shining suddenly for no reason, but it didn't feel like it was like the oil leaking. It felt more like, I don't know, like the brakes suddenly had a metal rod in it or something. No idea. Bloody sucks. I don't know what to do. Well, out here in the scorching hot, the van broke down, or it didn't break down, but I think the front axle might have snapped in two. Well, I don't know really, but something caused the tyre to, well, I'll show you in a bit. It's supposed to look like that. A big gap, about a decimetre almost, between the tyre and the actual van. But there on the front tyre, not sure if you could see, but the van is, or the edge is laying on top, resting on the tyre. That's not good. I was just driving along and I suddenly heard a weird noise, a loud noise. It shook a lot. I could see smoke from the tyre or something, I don't know. And yeah, it sucked. I managed to get to the side of the road. And I don't know what other damage has been done, what it will cost, how long I can travel for, if this is the end of the road for me, or if I can continue. I tried to call assistance and my mum. First my mum, but then the call got cancelled because my phone gave up on me as well, and it went black. It would not turn on, even though it's charged. And then I thought, what the heck are the odds? Like, no one's going to stop and help someone alongside the motorway, because no one wants to stop along the motorway, and especially since they think it might be someone that's trying to rob them. So I'm not going to get any help from people most likely, and my phone isn't working, and it's scorching hot, and I can't drive anywhere. So I was like, great, life couldn't get any better. And I can't just abandon it either. My whole life saving is, well, right in front of me. That's all I got. But anyway, I got hold of the assistants eventually, and with a few different calls done and a bit of explaining, or quite a bit of explaining, I think I might get help within 90 minutes or so, she said. So I guess I'll just wait, keep you updated. Quick update. It's been 2 hours and 14 minutes. Still out here on the road. Yay! We passed the 3-hour check mark. I found an umbrella in my van to protect me against the sun, though. I think you can see the sun right through it. Hour number 4 coming right up in about 5 minutes. Sheesh. Well, not sure what's happening now since they showed up, but they didn't speak any English, and I understood a bit of their Spanish, but not enough to be able to have a proper conversation when it comes to difficult subjects about, like this type of thing. So they just did wait here, and then put out some cones, and then they left. Now I'm just alone here with a bunch of cones. I hope I don't have to stay here on this motorway tonight. Help has arrived. Here we are finally at the hotel. I'm gonna have to stay here a night. I don't know if they'll be done with the car tomorrow, but maybe. The garage has been a very stressful day, but hopefully tomorrow things will go a bit better. If not, I'll have to book another hotel. Not sure if the insurance will pay for that one because they paid for this night. Oh well. Finally made it in. What a day. Gosh, to think. I got stuck on the motorway at 12 o'clock and now it's 7 o'clock in the evening. I wonder what the day might have looked like if that wouldn't have happened. If I'd still be, or where I'd be. I think I would have gone to that place with the beautiful lake. I mean, not to say that this hotel isn't beautiful, but yeah. And I don't know. I just hope that the other part, where it broke, doesn't happen on the other wheels as well, once they fix the first one. Oh, God. That moment when you decide to go for a walk to the river, but you realise there's not a drop of water left. It's all dried up. Well, here I am at some park. I know there's a beach like 30 minutes away from here, like walking distance, and you can, or I guess I could take a taxi there, but one, I don't know how to call the taxi. I guess I could check it up, but I don't have to pay for the taxi either just to go there, because then I need to have to pay to come back. I need to pay for the taxi again to go to the workshop. Kind of bored in a way, but at the same time, I guess it beats sitting on a sofa at home. And it's annoying having to walk around with it because it keeps bashing my leg, and I have a feeling today and tomorrow probably won't be too fun. I didn't find an awful lot of things to do when I checked online in this town. I suppose a true explorer would find a way to enjoy themselves anyway and then do something fun, but I really just don't know what. I don't fancy going for a walk, it's just awkward with that. And I'm just thinking about the van, really. Thanks for watching the video, and sorry it got a bit boring towards the end, but I was just a bit bummed out by the whole situation and had no motivation